What good shall I do this day? Do it now. That's a plaque that I've kept on my desk for probably 3 decades. And looking at things like that, I think, helps me an awful lot. One of the things that I just saw was a Napoleon Hill thought for the day. If you don't get that, I would suggest that you Google Napoleon Hill's thought for the day. They send you one every day. Sometimes they're good, sometimes they're better than that. But there's one today that I think is worth repeating. It's count that day lost, whose descending sun finds you with no good deeds done. It is well known amongst those who make it a practice to help others that doing a service for another benefits the giver as much as, if not more, than the receiver. When you do a good deed for someone else, you become a better person. The positive effect that your good deed has upon you will endure long after it is forgotten by the recipient. Good deeds need not be large or costly. The greatest gifts are gifts of your time and yourself. A kind word or small courtesy will be remembered and appreciated. So I think that's an important thought to remember. You know, a lot of people ask me why I do what I do, why Dan does what he does. And I think that, speaking for myself, I suspect it also is true for Dan, that we've been fortunate to achieve what we have, and giving back some of that, especially when you see people who never thought they would be able to achieve things. And there's many mentees that I've worked with that have commented that 3 or 4 years ago, if not shorter, they didn't have enough money to even buy a course. And today they're living in much, much different situations and are talking about numbers that they couldn't fathom just a short few years ago. And when I encounter successes like that, it makes it worthwhile. Not all calls are exciting. Not all calls do I look forward to. But that's like a lot of things. You're going to kiss a lot of frogs. So to get to those people that truly embrace QLA, do the work behind it, that's what makes it worthwhile. And as Dan has said over and over again, as long as you follow the steps, we both believe your 2,000 cold calls, warm calls if you want, following up on letters, but 2,000 of those away from becoming a millionaire. Can't guarantee that, don't know you, but I believe that if you have a good idea, if you follow the steps, that's a true statement. You're 2,000 calls away from success, and I've seen that over and over again. So on that note, remember that thought. Remember a lot of times that the small things you do come back to you magnified. It's the law of compensation that Napoleon Hill talked about. If you're still looking to figure out how to do this, there's plenty of free materials on Dan's site, on my site. And if you want the step-by-step best work, best training I've done, that brucewhipple.com/deep dive bootcamp is the best work that I've done. So remember that. Count that day lost whose descending sun finds you with no good deeds done. Good thought to remember. And remember also, what good shall I do today? Do it now. I look at that a lot. And I want to leave you with a thought that I saw in Deborah's weekly report to me. The first thing I say in the morning is, today is a good day to do a deal. I love that. And it's a great way to start your day. Okay, so if you have any questions or comments or ideas for future episodes, please email bruce@brucewhipple.com. And if you're not already on our mailing list, head over to brucewhipple.com and sign up and grab any of the free reports. That'll put you on the mailing list. There is a lot of free information you can use to acquire already profitable businesses. This is Bruce Whipple. Thanks for listening to the Business Acquisition Podcast. And remember, you miss 100% of the opportunities you failed to take. And procrastination truly is the thief of time. So do something today, please. Your future self will be proud of you.